Make hay when the sun shines, spread muck when the ground is hard.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, come on. Fuel gauge doesn't move that much, you know. So if you want to save £3, 3 English pounds. Previously on Tom Pemberton's Farm Life. There's enough to go at. Definitely. Let's see how much diesel and AdBlue the Case uses compared to the Hurrlimann.
Don't want to make a mess. No. It's the heat of the day, the sun's going out, and the sun's
I'll get on.
The frost out.
I'll let you know. So, we have used 20 litres of diesel to do 8 loads of tanking, so that works out, I think, 50p a litre, let's say 50p. So it's cost us £10 to do 8 loads. So how much did it cost a load? It's like £1.20 a load in the Case Max. I'm not going to do any more tanking today because you were saying it was getting sticky. I started the tractor about a quarter of an hour ago, 20 minutes ago. That's frozen solid. Some warm water on there, and that will go up. Probably put warm on here. Might have to go get some more warm water for that. Put warm water on the pump to make sure that's not frozen. But yeah, we're going. We're cracking on. I filled this back up. Yesterday we didn't go because it wasn't as frosty at all. It was kind of like 0 degrees, so it kind of thawed out a little bit during the day, so I didn't bother going. Today should be better. Filled it full of juice, because what I did yesterday is move some slurry from that pit into here. Try and pour that out. Right. Turn the pump on. Let's start moving some slurry. Get some sick drone shots. Hopefully I don't get stuck. Sporting the TP merch today, because I was like, I never wear TP merch on the farm. Don't know why, because it's so good. I don't want to ruin it. So I decided to wear it today. What I've done is just filled it just to where I can see it go in. So I've probably not put the last 200 gallons in. It's actually a 2.2 tanker. But I get the first load with the Case just to make sure we can travel, just to make sure everything's cool. So we're probably 2,000 gallons on the bigger tyres. Pressure on the tyres, we've gotten to about 25 psi. We've got the biggest tyres on the Hurrlimann, 20 horsepower short. How's it going to build onto the brim? Let's get 8 out, hopefully. That's incredible. I'm not even making a mark. Look at when it was there. Yeah, come on. Honestly, I was very, very nervous, but a little bit of frost, bigger tyres. Oh, I'm not even droning very well. Apologies for that. Oh, guys, I'm so happy. I hope I don't get stuck, but so good. It's not even left a mark. I've not even left a mark. There is nothing there. Is it the Hurrlimann on bigger tyres? Is it the frost? Oh. Woohoo! I'm not stopping until that's sunk in. Well, I misjudged that. there must be a frozen bit in my pipe, because I didn't do very well then. Damn it, got that wrong. Oh guys, we're travelling, and we're travelling well.
I've been looking at you underneath this sky. I've never been this high. And you keep smiling at me, and my heart's like, ooh, how'd you like to spin around with me? 'Cause I've got a suspicion that you look perfect next to me. Alright, and you can call me crazy, baby, but I call it destiny.
Because it started to rain, the sun's coming up, so I thought we'd go, just keep going, tanky. This is 5th load. I want to fill up after 8th and see how much fuel we use.
So how much do you put in the other one?
20 litres.
Just 20 litres.
We use 10% AdBlue.
And 10%.
And 10% AdBlue, which works out about 50p a litre on AdBlue, I think.
Do 8 loads and fill up.
Yeah. If I get 8 loads, I'll be happy. If I can keep going, I'll keep going. That's a nice guy, see.
Gets wet round the pits, and particularly, you know, went by the side of the dry pits, so be careful with that. If anything, because the ground drains better, when it starts getting wet on there, try one on the 7 acre, turn around, go along the dark side, and go from Jimmy England coming back to us.
Go right to left, you're saying?
Right
from
to
here, right to left. I'll give it a go anyway. Did a few more loads, travelling really well. Now we're on the last. Last load now, 8th load. So yeah, 8th load, slurry's coming in. Yeah, I've opened that, don't forget about that, Tom, that'll be an issue. Just bringing some more slurry back to the tower. God, this tank is good. Tractor's travelling really, really well. Not leaving too much of a mark, which is awesome. Maybe getting a little bit marky now near the dry bit that we've got there. I'm so impressed this tractor, how well it's travelling. Yeah, 10 to 11 now, and I'm at my 8th load now, so it's completely different. It's trying to come up. So I won't get a lot more loads out, because I don't want to make a mess like I did the first time. But she's travelling well, getting to the dry bit softer, and well impressed. Fuel gauge doesn't move that much, you know, not at all. Last load, 8th load. What uses more fuel? 13-year-old Hurrlimann, 100 horsepower, or a brand spanking Case Luxxum 120? We're about to find out. Oh, if I put myself in the right.
Throw my hands up, hands up. Ooh, see you wanna make some plans up. Take my hand up, dance with me. Ooh, you make me wanna throw my hands up, throw my hands up. Ooh, see you wanna make some plans up. Take my hand up, dance with me.
It's right on its toes, you can see it doesn't, you know, the whole width of the treads aren't on the floor when there's no weight. Because obviously when the weight's down, we're spreading it over a bigger bigger contact area with the ground, which is good for the ground. The same with these Alliance tyres.
They're awesome, aren't they? We were just saying, and you would have seen from drone footage, how well we were travelling with this tractor. Unbelievable. It is frosty. We are doing it earlier. We're doing it like 3 hours earlier, no sun, hard frost last night. You know, there is a couple of factors in it, but this is bossed it.
But there's still some wet areas that where the water would not have frozen underneath, and this hadn't carried on top, it would have broken through. Now the other tractor's great, loads of power, loads of gadgets, but because the tyres are a little bit thinner and the treads are, what do you say, they're a bit sharper, it's digging in.
Should have dropped the pressure on them tyres.
Yeah, but when you look at it,
right, okay, we're zeroing it. Right. Pump on.
Is that all you put in?
I did this, I made sure it was yeah, I'll do one more time. Right, so that was it. I gave it 3 times. It just takes a little bit to go down this one.
To settle down.
Here we go. Oh look, the door's shut for dramaticness as well. Not looking. Right, so this used
15.
I don't know if it's going up to 16.
That's 16 above.
So 15 and a half. Ran to keep it warm this morning because I'd turn it on a bit early. But we did the same thing with that yesterday. And the other thing is, we haven't gone as far. That's the only thing. Technically, you go further with the
a little bit further, yeah, but we haven't used any AdBlue.
So 15 litres, let's say 16 to shift 8 loads. So use 2 litres a load, about 50p a litre.
Yeah, mid-40s at the moment.
Yeah, so it's about, let's say a pound.
Yeah.
A pound for every tanker load in diesel used. Obviously, you got wear and tear of the vehicle.
Pound saving.
No, use a pound. Just use a pound, and I think that used £1.20. So use 20p.
And the AdBlue.
And the AdBlue. So you're probably looking at AdBlue. Use only 2.5 litres of AdBlue, which is about £1.50. It's 50p a litre. And that cost £8 for 8 loads. That cost £10 plus £11. That was £11.50 for 8 loads.
No, £10.
Yeah, diesel. Then £1.50 for the AdBlue. So that was £11.50 for 8 loads.
Yes.
And this was £8 for 8 loads. So if you want to save £3, 3 English pounds, get the Hurrlimann. If you want to be a bit more comfy and a bit more technical, get the Case.
How are you for travelling?
Travelling this travel better, but it's had 2 more drying days, a heavier frost this morning. There is a couple of variables, and we definitely get that and definitely understand that, but it was very interesting to try, and it's really good that we can do it now. We like messing about with stuff like this and seeing how efficient we are and how we can improve stuff. It's just a little thing that we like to do, and it doesn't take much effort.
It's a good improvement, and for the little tractor, and a lot of those said, will it pull the tanker? Pulls it no bother.
No bother at all. And that's
the only hill we've got on this farm.
That's the biggest hill we've got on this farm.
Besides going down dips like you did with these things over the other road where they dug out in the years and years ago. So we've no other real dips on the farm that we mow. It's the flattest, this unflattest field. She's done well. She's not made a mark. She's pulled the tanker well. Yeah, the bits and pieces we could do an upgrade and bits and pieces, but technically with the manual spools for myself I like rather than the electronic spools. I think the little tractors
it's done it well. It's done it well.
It's not let itself down one bit.
No, but the only thing, if you're driving for a number of hours and days and stuff, you just jump in the Case because it's so more comfy. The only thing with this is you've got to make sure you're in the right gear before you go. With that Case, you can just flip through the gears a bit quicker. You're not putting your foot on the clutch and going into something else. That, bang, 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 you can do it. You can correct yourself quicker over that and you're going to make less of an issue. That one, you've got to put your foot on the clutch and you will stop, bang. In the grand scheme of things, the Hurrlimann has done an absolute cracking job on this kind of thing. Yeah, impressed with it?
I'm very impressed with the little Hurrlimann. The tyres outweigh it.
I think the tyres have just shone through.
And they never ever, when I did that odd load this morning, even though I went through a bit of a wet spot, they never dug in. They dispersed the weight better, so the back tyres for the tanker flattened it better. Yeah, she's done well. Make hay when the sun shines, spread muck when the ground is hard.
You would have seen as well, we made a mess. I made a mess like the last 3 loads with the Case. We'll just have to harrow it out, roll it out. It's a bit of work for me and Father, but luckily it was probably going to be some grazing ground, so it's not mowing. That's why I was so nervous doing the first load of this. It's done really well. That's to sort out in spring. Can't wait, well done. But we've got 16 loads of slurry out in the last 2 days, which equivalates to
16 loads at 250. 4 loads is 9,000 gallons. So
18,
so
36,
nice.
nearly 40,000 gallons
That's
of
slurry.
So 160,000 litres of slurry we've got out in the last 2 days in probably about 4 or 5 hours. 160,000 litres.
Just 4 hours really. You've only really
just over today probably. Yeah,
4 or 5.
so not bad at all. But which one would you prefer for the long run?
Moving on with other jobs to do today.
I've got to go tanking again. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Really do appreciate it. Please give the video a thumbs up. That would be cool. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. TP merch is coming back at the end of January, probably middle of Feb. You know what I'm like. Yeah, so you can pick this stuff up and hopefully you can keep it cleaner than I do. Guys, thank you very much. See ya. Bye.